Hi everyone. It's super scary from here. I'm super happy to be here. Nice to meet you all. So yeah, I mean, you said everything. I can leave. No, doing bad jokes already. I haven't even started. Okay, well, yeah. So I've started experimenting with 3D. While I was working at an advertising company, I've worked in an advertising company for 7 years as an art director, specialized in beauty, luxury, fashion, those kind of stuff. So on the side, I was experimenting, doing video clips for especially for Pantera 666, who is a music producer, and I made a couple of video clips with him, adding 3D stuff to reality, because that's what I'm into from the beginning, is making reality look more fantastic. I like everything related to science fiction stuff, and making reality more weird. That's what I couldn't do in the advertising company, which was a little bit more boring, still very interesting. But I was basically doing 3D, experimenting with 3D as well in the advertising company, but doing mock-ups for cosmetic still lives, which was still very, very cool. So that's one of the most notable work I've started with. So we made videos, real footage in Greece, where we were on holidays, and I added, with the help of some friends as well, some weird creatures and iridescent blobs and stuff, and making weird costumes. This is another more recent work, still in the same vibes, where I like to add this. We meet this digital pet in nature, and yeah. So that's what I like to do. I like. Sorry, I'm cutting everything. I feel like I'm shouting. I hope you're hearing me well. So what I like to. I like when 3D mixes with reality in a confusing way, like, you know, it's not real because it can't be real, like the textures cannot exist in the real world, and the shapes are too weird to exist in the real world, but still they mix quite well because the integration works. So that's the effect I'm into. So later on, I got more skills in 3D and still very fascinated with it. So I decided to unite two of my favorite things, which are makeup and 3D. So I thought, why not like add 3D elements on faces of people, and then it will be like makeup from the future, because I've never seen it, and maybe in a couple of years it will be doable. So I started experimenting with pictures of photographers that I borrowed. I hope they still don't mind me borrowing their pictures, and I did 3D stuff on them. So what is 3D makeup? For me, it's very simple. It's the makeup, but in 3 dimensions, which means it's elements you add on your face to transform yourself, to transform your appearance, but using 3D software. So very easy. So that's a couple of works I've done. I started experimenting with my own face, but I got bored quite quickly, so I started collaborating with people that I like, artists that I look up to. And it was very interesting to get inspiration from people that I know not well, getting inspiration from their style or their art, or if they make music, or too many sounds. So why 3D makeup? Because I'm fascinated by this trend of people experimenting with their appearance using advanced makeup techniques, or props, objects, or even plastic surgery. And I wanted to create or give more tools to those people so that they can have more possibilities to express their personality. So so with 3D you can create anything you want. You're like God, basically. So you can defy gravity, physics, and you can create your own rules, create your own reality, which is just amazing. And that's what I like also with 3D makeup, is that I can push the boundaries of makeup and beauty because I can create things that can't exist in reality. So here is a little making of the tools that I use. So I use 3D tracking in the 3D software, so you can see a quick tracking thing. That's more of a modeling thing as well. Sorry if I can't find my words sometimes. Then I thought, okay, so I'm doing 3D makeup, but what's interesting with makeup is that anyone can wear it. And for now, I'm just doing post-production, so using 3D software to add 3D in footage, but then no one can wear my creations. So how can I make it accessible to everyone, and how can I democratize my work? So then augmented reality came in, and hopefully there were like very easy tools to help me doing that. Now I'm thinking I'm going too fast in my explanations, but that's okay, I'm gonna explain everything. So what is augmented reality, and what is an augmented reality filter? So it's an extra layer you can add on your face using a smartphone. It's a layer of computer-generated effect that you can add on your face or that you can add in the world. Oops. And so when Snapchat and Instagram launched their software, Snapchat launched Lens Studio and Instagram launched Spark AR, I started making adaptations of the work I've already done in post-production, but adaptating them into AR filters so anyone could wear them. And that was kind of crazy because I started receiving posts from people on Instagram and on Snapchat tagging me, sharing my creation, and I saw all those people expressing themselves in a new way, and I was very, very happy that people were I don't know, enjoying themselves and like having fun with my designs. So I wanted to do more. So here are that's basically. Oops, sorry, I shouldn't turn my hand there so you can hear me. That's how the software looks, and that's the Snapchat one, and that's the Spark AR Instagram one. So here is a quick workflow of me pretending to make a filter on the app, on the software. So basically you model 3D elements on a 3D software that you import in Spark AR on Lens Studio, and then you do a little bit of code, and I'm no coder, and you do some stuff, and then it works. It's very easy. There are a lot of tutorials on their websites, trust me. So later on, I started doing collaborations with brands. And I didn't want to just do 3D makeup. What I like to do is telling stories. So the first collaboration that I did was with Nike. And at that time, we really wanted to make tailor-made app for them. So I collaborated with a studio you may know that are called DVTK. They're French as well. And so we made this dedicated app with like an interface customized and with a Nike look, and all the masks were inspired from a model of shoe that they were like celebrating the birthday of that model of shoe called TN something. Yeah. It was really cool. And then second collaboration was with the fashion brand called Bim by Lola. So I imagined a near future or another dimension where human are reborn with a digital pet that bring them peace, because you know how pets are really cute, so they bring peace to everyone. They're really important in humans' life. So that's my vision of the pets of the future. And they also wear 3D makeup for sure, because in the future everyone will wear 3D makeup. So that's like the very quick workflow and like backstage of how post-production work and all the layers you can add to a real footage to add that extra magic. So it looks really bad at the start, and then it looks really good. But it's difficult sometimes to explain to the client, like, it's not going to be gray at the end. We'll add the textures, and it's really going to look good, I promise. So yeah. Then I got really lucky to collaborate with Charli XCX on her visuals and adding 3D makeup to the photographies of her EP covers. And one of my last collaboration was with Selfridges, and for them I imagined like a photo booth from the future where you can like swipe on a digital mirror and you can try on different 3D makeup looks inspired by products. So it's every 3D makeup is an illustration of products I had to work on, which was very challenging because it's sometimes it's difficult to know the right keywords or the right. You don't want to be too literal and take the ingredient of the product, and because it's made of roses, you will add roses on faces. So I wanted to go further than that, beyond. Yeah, so it's like different personalities, different design for each makeup, and that's how I imagined the future. And I hope that soon people will be able to wear 3D makeup in, maybe not in real, but maybe we'll be wearing like contact lenses that will enable people seeing everyone with 3D makeup on, or any kind of 3D assets to add on face or clothes. Or I think the future will be quite great and interesting, and technologies goes so fast. I wouldn't have imagined that people will be wearing AR and filter so quickly now and so easily. And even in a couple of months, the technology has evolved very quickly, and it's very amazing. So I hope there will be more projects, and I'm super excited about the future. Thank you.